for us to go. It's now time for us to go into our allegedly segment, okay? And I just want to share with you that we have a blog that's coming soon, allegedly.blog, a blog site, website where these segments will be posted along with other trending topical issues and videos and blogs and all of that. And you can also, there'll be a space where you can also share and interact with us, okay? So that's allegedly.blog, and it's coming soon, okay? Nice, coming soon. I'm excited. Whoa, I'm excited. So now for today's allegedly segment, or trending topic segment. First, before I even go into the segment, this is something I always say. I always like to make it clear that I give respect to all the people mentioned in this story. I do not take for granted that I'm benefiting from their story, from their experiences. And I like to call this moment the moment where I look at other people, or I examine other people's breakdown, or what seems like breakdown to me. And then I seize those as opportunities for my self-work, right? And then I look for the breakthroughs that come from that self-work. So I'm inviting you on this journey with me, where we discuss this story. We have this conversation about the story. Please share your comments and let me know what your thoughts are on the topics in the comment section. And as you share your, as you examine the story and explore the story, it is my hope I invite you on that journey to seize the moment, to use these breakdowns to inspire your own breakthrough, to inspire your own self-work, so you too can achieve your breakthroughs. Because these stories are here for our benefit. Everything is in our favor. There's nothing that's occurring around you, within you. There's nothing that's happening that's not for you. It's for you. It's in your favor. However, we have to know how to use it. So it's positive and negative work together for good. We need both to balance it out, so it's okay. But just remember, don't just listen to people's breakdown and talk about it, but remember to allow it to inspire your own self-work, so that you can get some breakthrough from their experiences, right? Yes. Awesome. And if you don't understand what I mean by breakdown and self-work and breakthrough, go to my channel on YouTube at My Coach Ministry, and I have videos on there that talks about breakdowns, the purpose of the breakdown, the benefit of the breakdown, and the breakthrough, and all of that, and how it works. So please go there and check it out. It is there. Okay, fantastic. Now it's time for us to go into the stories for today. I'm covering 2 stories for today, and the first one I'm doing, the first story I'm looking at, which I find most interesting. So I want to start out this way. First of all, there has been some stories on the internet, on YouTube, on TikTok, all over the place, talking about that, where people are shocked at this whole thing with China reportedly giving out secrets from some of the major companies like Nike and Hermes, and some of these places that sell expensive things. And according to the reports, they're saying that China, or people from China, are revealing that it's the same regular bag that is made in China, or the bags are made in China and then shipped off to these to the different countries where the companies are, and then they add their logos to it. What's the shocker there? Like, help me, huh? What? We say we live in a capitalist society, right? What does capitalizing mean? Like, seriously, do you really think that people are spending a lot of money on making a product? Not in a lot of cases, not more than they need to, and what they spend a lot of money on is convincing you and the product is good. Advertising, that's the large budget. Advertising, promoting, marketing, that's the heavy budget. The budget is not the heaviest budget. Is, based on my experience and my understanding and my opinion, the most investment is not on the product. Okay, how different can 2 products be? How different? I mean, how different can two pair of shoes be? Like how different? Yes, it can be different, but how different? How vastly different can they be? Hmm? How different? Like you have leather and then you have materials made, what they call it, leatherette or whatever. I mean, how pristine can a piece of material be? I mean, come on now. If you do business, then you capitalize on every opportunity. And yes, why would I not seek the cheapest way to build my product? Remember, products are not just special because of the way they're made. That's a part of it too, or should be a part of it. But we're dealing with humans, right? You want to know when you buy something it's strong, but are we buying things because it's strong? Let's talk about it. Are we buying things because of durability? Are we buying things because of worth? Or are we buying things based on affiliation, the things we value in this life, affiliation, power, and achievements? Aren't we? Who walks into an Hermes store only because they need a bag? No, you go in there because of the affiliation. So what you pay for is the affiliation. You pay to wear the brand. So why are we so shocked that it would be produced cheaply and then they put their expensive tag on it? Like, come on now. I'm shocked that people are shocked. But anyway, I was just sharing that story to go into this one, right? Where this young lady is just going crazy over this bag. And there are people criticizing her and blah, blah, blah. People, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You guys go. What is different in what she's doing and what we do with our degrees and what we do with who can speak proper English and who can't speak proper English? Isn't it all based on prejudice? No? All right. That's just my opinion. Now, I want to play a clip so you can hear what happened here. Let me see if I can find it. No, I want to show it to you. I want to show it to you. I want you to see this because, we this is who we are. And we just need to quit behaving as though this is not who we are, because this is who we are. This is what we've become. This is what we teach our children. This is who we are. Let's go. I'm sorry, I need to. It's so embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for her.
Yeah, that's
Girl.
La t'as causé un problème là.
You think someone is having her baby.
We breathe. I don't want you to have.
And that's not a judgment on her. I'm just saying, this is who we are as a society.
So, for two. It's like the morning of Christmas, but even better. No, you haven't got anything yet. The credit card hasn't been put inside.
Oui.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes, you.
I think we've seen enough. Okay. Now, and I'm not even judging, I'm not judging her. It's just the state of affairs of our lives and where we are at, yeah? The state of affairs. I'm not saying we can't like certain things. Hey, I'm here with my natural skin, but I like a good lipstick, okay? I like a good pair of glasses. Yeah, I like a good hairband and, whatever the case may be, but I'm not going out. I just want one that I like. I land on it and I like it and it fits comfortably. And because I am who I am naked. And if you want to accept me, that's on you. That is on you. You don't have to accept me. You have the right to choose. But this is where we're at. What are we doing? My one hope for her is that this is an ad and she's being paid for it. She should be paid for these kinds of shenanigans. You could not be doing this for free, girl. And purchasing it on your credit card, and you're listening to the people saying to her, calm down, you haven't gotten it yet. I want to share something because for those of us who are ready to judge her, I want to share something because I see that's why when I hear people say, oh, this person's crazy or that person's crazy.
When I first started calisthenics,
sorry, wrong one. That person's crazy, this person's crazy, or we try to make it seem as though if someone cannot speak a certain language, a certain way, that they're beneath us and they're somehow lacking something. Garbage, absolute garbage, right? But anyway, I want to share something with you. Let me share my screen again because I want to share this with you. And should I share this? No, you know what? I'm going to go to my next story first because all of this privilege, both stories is the same thing, same issue. So I'm going to go to the next story before I share. Oh, jeez. I dropped my tablet. I'm going to share both stories before I go to this article that I want to share with us because we need to examine ourselves. And if this is who you want to be, then by all means be that. But if this is not who you want to be, you need to at least be in the awareness of how you're showing up. You've got to be in the awareness of how you're showing up. Because what are we teaching our kids? Yeah, because you see this world, we plant seeds, then blame trees. We plant seeds and blame trees. Let's go to the next story because this one is another shenanigan, just pure shenanigans. I'm telling you, it's Gail King and her being so what's the word? When someone thinks you owe them something. Yeah, that's how this Gail King story comes across to me. I feel, in my opinion, it's as if she feels so privileged that she feels entitled to our goodwill and our common sense and our good and our kindness and our thoughts and our words, and we should just shower her. We should just shower them just because they went to space. Let me say this before I go to the part. Where is space? We're on Earth. Unless this is outside of Earth, we're all on Earth. We just so happen to trod in different spaces on Earth. Everywhere is space. Right where I'm sitting right now, I'm holding space. It's space. Right here in my living room. Space. Now, for this story, I found it so ridiculous when I look at this penis-shaped transportation to go up to as far as gravity will allow. And good for you. I like to travel. I believe in traveling. And if you can go up and look around up there, great for you. But the issue I have is when you want to try to convince the rest of us living our good lives that somehow makes you so special and it's so remarkable. Listen. A lot of these things that people get on about, I don't even feed into. I don't feed into. You know what I feed into? Kindness, love, warmth, gentleness, accountability, good people skills. Those are the things I go crazy for. Quality of life for people in general. Freedom, allowing people to be themselves. Stop creating roadblocks for people and then claim you're a higher achiever than them. We are all on the same ground standing. I promise you, we're at the same level. Ain't nobody sitting high enough to look down on anybody. But what we do is we create obstructions in people's lives and then position ourselves and then try to convince ourselves that let me tell you something. We live in such lie that you could go up into Earth, another part of Earth, and behave like, oh my God, this was so remarkable. Ladies, you are in a penis-shaped cylinder in the air. And I'm happy for you. But hello, calm down. Anyway, let's go into the story because here I am giving my thoughts and I haven't even shared the story with you yet. Let's see if we can open it up here because it's crazy. It's like someone building a house and telling, oh, my house is nicer than yours. Who cares? Hang on. This one I wanted to share with you. I hope I can share this one. Hang on. It is just so ridiculous. I don't have that one open. Oh, you know what? I'm going to share it. Hang on. Okay, hang on. I want to share it. I don't want it to. Hang on 1 second. If I'm doing this right. I don't want them to do anything to my video, so.
I got this. I got this one. Oh, the moon! You guys, I will have to tell you, look at the moon. That's amazing. Wow, look at the blue line. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's our blue moon. Oh my God. Whoa. That's amazing.
So that was them up in Earth in this penis shaped transportation vehicle. Yeah. Now let's hear what concerns Madame Gail King had when she came back, because apparently the response wasn't as overwhelming as she expected it to be.
Yeah. And it's just sweet. There's a lot of people who can't even afford eggs.
That is the face of someone
Oh, sorry. So here are some of the. Let me see how long this clip is. Okay, I can't play the extended clip because it's so long. But some persons have had something to say about it, right? And you're gonna hear what Madame Gail has to say.
I think it's going to be cathartic in so many ways.
She was there. She was getting emotional.
Yeah. I don't think she was emotional because she was worried about my safety. I think she was emotional because she knew how difficult this was for me and that I pulled it off. I don't think it was like, oh my God, I hope she, it was not that. Because, Oprah has a very good what we call Toby sense. And I said, do you feel good? Do you think I'm going to be okay? I've been asking her that for the last however many weeks.
These are one of those stories I can't stop rolling my eyes.
So it wasn't that she was worried about that. It's just that she knew how worried I was, and to see me go and come back, I think that's what got her.
Of course, the internet is interneting. The late night shows are doing their jokes.
Yeah.
People are speaking out on social media.
We go out there. It's so much money to go to space.
Yeah.
And it's just sweet. There's a lot of people who can't even afford eggs.
That is the face of someone quietly cursing Oprah in her mind.
Think about how many resources went into putting these women in space. For what? I'm disgusted. Literally.
What is your answer to that, or your response to the haters?
Well, this is what bothers me, because I've certainly read some of the things online coming from people that I know, that I like, that I consider friends. And this is what I would say to that. Space is not an either or, it's a both and. And because you do something in space doesn't mean you're taking anything away from Earth. And what you're doing in space is trying to make things better here on Earth. What Blue Origin wants to do is take the waste here and figure out a way to put it in space to make our planet cleaner. I mean, Jeff Bezos has so many ideas, and the people that are...
Hold on. Let us stop. Let us put a pause right there. Did this lady just say they want to take the garbage? Sorry. Did Madam just say that they want to take the garbage from quote unquote Earth to bring it to space to cleanse the Earth? Okay. I thought that's what I heard. Okay, let's not miss the messages now. Let's continue.
There are really devoted and dedicated to making our planet a better place. That's number one. Number two, have you been? If you've been and you still feel that way after you come back, please let's have a conversation. Number 3, please don't call it a ride. That is not a friggin' ride. Whenever a man goes out, you have never said to an astronaut, boy, what a ride. You know, we duplicated the same trajectory that Alan Shepard did back in the day, pretty much. No one called that a ride. It was called a flight. It was called a journey, because a ride implies that it's something frivolous or something that's lighthearted. There was nothing frivolous about what we did, and the machine that we were on, and what it took for the people to get that machine up and running, get us up and get us back down safely. So, you know, I'm very disappointed and very saddened by it. And I also say this, what it's doing to inspire other women and young girls, please don't ignore that. I've had so many women and young girls reach out to me, and men too, by the way, men too, that say, wow.
You know, this is what I want to say. God bless you, Gail. With much respect, I think we take ourselves too seriously. I think when we decided to build blocks and form walls of protection around ourselves, and we decided to put rags together and make clothes, and God inspired us to develop words so we can transmit information to and from each other. I think after we did that, we lost our sense of self. I think when that happened, we became so privileged and entitled and elevated that we have completely forgotten that we're still in the jungle. And we've completely forgotten that this is a jungle, which is why the creepy crawlies won't leave me alone no matter what I do, no matter what I put up, no matter how I try to kill them, no matter how much pest control. It's like the universe comes back and says, what are you trying to do? You are in the jungle, my darling. And to the extent that we forget we're in the jungle, we run into so many problems. So many problems. Good for you. You felt you want to go into a penis-shaped thing and take a ride up into the other parts of Earth that the rest of us may not have been inclined to or have the capacity to go. We probably haven't even thought about it. I have no interest, certainly. I have no interest. I don't want to go anywhere I can come out and stand up and touch things and say, oh my God, like I want to feel, if I go to the moon, I want to touch it. No disrespect, man. I've never bought into any of this space thing, whether man, woman, boy, or girl. I've never bought into it. You just cannot sell it to me. You took a ride and you went to some other parts of the earth. Whether you want to call it Earth or Pluto or whatever, Mars, Venus, I don't care what you want to call it, we're on one space. One space. And we are the ones who decided to give the different parts names. I'm telling you, we live such lies. It's like we live in this fairy tale world. We're the ones who determine over there is called the United States of America. Over there is called Jamaica. Over there is called the UK. We did that. It's one flat space. It's one Earth. It's one, and we call it Earth. It's one jungle. It's one space. It's space. It's space. Like we all live on space. Lady. And this is what we feed our children. It's like romance, right? Let's say. When they were through selling us romance, none of us have a good relationship. When they were finished with the soap operas, we're all out here still lost. Don't even know what love is. Can't find it anywhere because it was a story. And we bought into the story. We are so good at telling stories using languages we created. And telling people what something is by giving them the definition. Hi. So a bunch of women went into a penis. I hope somebody had an orgasm. That's what I want to hear about. I hope someone had an orgasm because, Gail, my dear, you're not entitled. You're not entitled to our goodwill. You're not entitled. We don't have to care what you do in your life. You're not entitled to our feedback, or you're not entitled to it. And if you want it, pay for it. Pay for it. This is crazy. Lady, you took a ride in a penis. Move on. I sure hope you had an orgasm. Because I'm not having any. At least I've never ever had one. I hope you had an orgasm. You took a ride in a penis-shaped mobile that takes you to nowhere. That has been my experience. It has always taken me to absolutely nowhere. I hope that you got somewhere. I hope you got an orgasm out of it, because that's what I'm hoping for the next time I take that ride. It's so funny. I just find it hilarious, the entitlement. Oh, child. All right. Sorry, I actually have an article that I want to share. And it's about privilege. I can't stop laughing. She had a privilege to take a ride in a penis to go somewhere, and it is my hope she got an orgasm. Okay, because too many of us take that same ride and land nowhere. We're still hanging on, wondering what just happened. Okay, let's listen. So, what is privilege? Yeah, a special right. Oh my gosh! Stop! I've got to stop. I can't stop laughing. I just want to laugh. A special right, advantage, or immunity granted or available only to a particular person or group of people. To grant a privilege or privileges to. Now, here's an article that I just want to share a little bit of it because. Hi, so what is privilege and how does it affect us psychologically? Because I'm not mad at these ladies, because you see, like I said, we can't plant seeds and then blame trees. We have created this thing called culture and socialization, and it really, to me, it really just seemed like a bunch of people creating privileges for themselves while convincing you don't need to. That's just how I feel. If you have gone through diversity and inclusion training at your workplace, watched discussions on TV about inequality and disparity of any kind, or come across articles on these issues on your timeline on social media, chances are you have come across the word privilege. Privilege has been researched and written about extensively with the focus primarily being on perceptions of privilege and separately on socioeconomic and health outcomes associated with certain social groups being privileged compared to others. However, there's been relatively little research on understanding how it affects all of us psychologically. And this is from the website socialchangelab.net. What is social privilege? In the academic literature, there is wide consensus that privilege encompasses 5 core components. 1, privilege is special advantage. Let me share the screen. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. So, 1, privilege is a special advantage, so it is exclusive and not universal. 2, it is granted but not earned or bought into existence by effort or talent. It is an entitlement that comes from a certain elevated rank or status. 4, privilege is exercised to the benefit of the recipient and to the exclusion and detriment of others. And 5, privilege is often outside of the recipient's awareness. Types of privilege. Privilege was first studied in the race and gender contexts. Male privilege or white privilege being the most commonly studied and cited instances. But we now know from extensive social, health and economic research that there are many types of social privileges. For example, race privilege, gender-based privilege, sexual orientation, or heteronormative privilege. socioeconomic status or class privilege, age-based privilege, able-bodied privilege, religious privilege. And I guess by just looking at that, a privilege can be derived from any space, in any group, on anything, right? It's like preferential treatment for whatever reason. And I think they said right here it's not earned, it's given, but I do think it can be earned through money, like through the three main value systems in our society: power, affiliation, and achievement. Those things help you matriculate into privilege, or because privilege gets you closer to power, right? So the reason I'm sharing this article is, even though I am laughing, because I do think it's hilarious, to be honest with you. I think it's hilarious, these two stories. But regardless of how I feel about it, we can't be mad at these ladies. We cannot be mad at them, because we have cultivated systems. We have created societal norms around privilege. We have become this. We plant seeds and they grow into trees, right? We are a society who like to elevate ourselves, because I guess how else will we feel special, or how else can we have something over on somebody else? How else can we manipulate somebody else? How else can we convince you to go into a penis-shaped vehicle and spend your hard-earned money? Oh, well, pause there, not a hard-earned money, borrowed money from somebody else who worked hard for it through your credit card. So you can pay for something like this to go up there just to be able to come and say, oh, I toured around in a penis-shaped vehicle, and I went up there and I toured around and I took some pictures, and I came back. What are we doing? Anyway, let's move on. Because it's really funny. Thank you for watching so far. Thank you for being with us. And please remember to subscribe, like, share, and please leave a comment. Tell me your thoughts on these things. Please, I cannot be alone on this. Please, please let me know your thoughts. Okay? Thank you so much. Oh, child. Ay. Let me pull up this thing now. It's time for us to go to. Ay, baby. I love to open new packages. I want to deliver the latest information on top funding opportunities for entrepreneurs who are seeking funding. Come along with me. I'm Coach Raquel, and it is a passion project for me. So I'm so happy to bring this to you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching.
Unlock your potential every Thursday with our podcast, Refresh, Relax, Renew. Join Coach Raquel as she guides you through personal development journeys. Each episode focuses on actionable steps to enhance your personal journey. The podcast features 3 main segments to keep you engaged. We start with discussions on trending topics relevant to your growth. Then we unbox solutions to common challenges we face daily. Finally, stay updated with fresh funding opportunities each week. Tune in every Thursday for new episodes, and see you there.